welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. We're going to do advanced construction now. Inside the VAB. More advanced rocket concepts like multiple stages and boosters. Okay. Control Z to undo. Okay, so open. Nope. One pod. Parachute. Upper stage, okay. Decoupler, we don't want to carry it home. An RCS fuel tank, a liquid fuel tank. A stack decoupler, which is in coupling. This part is cool. I love creating all of these pieces right here. Okay, an RCS tank. RCS reaction control system in the tanks category. Okay. Maybe I should read. Yeah. This is a lot of information to keep in mind at once. You know, I've often talked about how much I love Excel spreadsheets. And I mention it all the time. It's how I make my games. I love the fact that there's a bunch of info. Like, look at this. Look at all of the information. Mass, tolerance again, 50 Gs. Max temperature, monopropellant, and then you have information on the side. Imagine if I had this as a spreadsheet, and imagine if I could just compare what everything does and have some vertical way of gathering all of the information. It would be so much easier. Your craft is not going to need all the monopropellant. Okay. Cool. Move the slider down to 100. I can't. I can only put it at 108 or 96. Add a tiny rocket propellant tank. It's the one called this. Then add a medium one below. I'm sorry. Okay, I need to read this. So, monopropellant for RCS thrusters. Whereas these are for... What are RCS thrusters? So I have 3. This uses solid fuel, this uses liquid fuel. Like, you can sort everything by name, by mass, by cost, or by size, but none of these are going to be represented visually. They absolutely they will give you a shit ton of text, but they won't give you the decency of giving you these basic information on screen. Like, it is mind-boggling. It is weird. It is bizarre. I don't think I did this properly. Okay. Godlike University. Can you click the orange text? No. No, you can't. We'll need an engine. The Terrier engine produces almost no thrust at sea level, but is highly efficient in space and above 20 kilometers. Add an LV 909. So 20 kilometers because okay, so I guess it's the thrust, age, sex, location versus the thrust in a vacuum. Why does this have solid fuel 375, but these ones don't give me any information about the fuel? Or if they do, why is it not presented in the same way? Oh, I can do this. Okay. I can pin it now. I just realized. This is such a Unity game. Oh. Okay. I'm not gonna be a master engineer, I think. If I to make sure that the ship flies controllably, some parts need to be placed carefully. Center of mass. This makes the center of mass just a useful and important thing that we added a tool to us. Okay. Center of mass. There it is. Right click on the fuel tanks and drag the fuel oxidizer down to 0. But don't change the monopropellant. Yeah. I don't understand what I just did. Why am I changing the... Why am I removing all of the fuel out of the fuel tank? Why do I even have it? Okay, now refill the tank so we can proceed. I guess they just wanted to show me that the center of mass changes. I'm gonna assume that's what they wanted to do. Now that you know where the center of mass is, when the stage is full and when it's empty, you have the information you need to place the RCS thrusters. The thrusters are found in the command and control. Okay. What makes this complicated? Oh, please explain to me what makes this complicated. So you need to place the thrusters at a compromise point between the wet and the dry. Note that in career mode games, RCS thrusters don't become available until fairly late. In the meantime, their reaction will... Okay. Do that by clicking on the toggle snap on the upper left or pressing C. Okay, so we do this, and we do... I hate these menus. When you're done, turn the C off. Poof. Lots of things on a craft use electric charge. In order to keep your batteries coupled, you will need a way to generate power. Our command pod has some batteries, but to be safe, you can add more batteries. Switch to the electrical company. This. Grab the aux stat. Place a set of 4. Okay. Duracell or Energizer? I mean, these are Z10s. You know, Z10s. Holds 2 quadruple A batteries. Now we need to work on getting it to orbit, and we'll need to build up to our lower stage in comparison to the higher upper stage. It's quite simple, is it? Next, add the decoupler. So I want to, this is very bizarre as well. If I hold down the middle mouse button and move up and down, holding down the mouse button will zoom. Scrolling the mouse button will move up and down. It is a little unsettling because it's usually the opposite. Okay, that didn't work. There we go. The problem is it's tough to have fun when you're learning. That's what they teach you in school, kids. It's tough to... I am so trying to understand everything. It is so cerebral that I am just lost. I am quite lost. So now I need to add fuel tanks. It's like the game is exactly what it wants to be. And, you know, I've been complaining a lot about the menus, but as far as the game itself is concerned, as far as moving things around, creating the ship, checking the balance, the angle of the ship as you raise, changing all of that, that is fine. That is exactly what the game is trying to be. It is the level of complexity that it's trying to be. I have no issues with any of that. It is really complex, but I'm fine with it. I don't have any issues with it because I understand what they're going for, and I think I definitely understand why people connect with this game. Let's get scientific for a moment. Please, let's. Rocket engine performance is measured by specific impulse, or ISP, and the ISP of an engine changes as the amount of atmospheric pressure around it changes. What does that mean? So add the big engine at the bottom. You will need a sustainer engine which usually sits between the boosters and the upper stage. Okay, I'm sure you're right. As its default thrust, the swivel is too powerful. Right click on the swivel and lower its thrust limiter to 65. The shroud is enabled. The gimbal is free. Now you have the core of your rocket completed. As I said before, it'll be adding boosters. They're like the TT 58K. So those are the side ones. I'm gonna add some decouplers. Added in ×2 symmetry. Nope. More boosters is something you often hear. Add a pair of RT10 Hammer SRBs. RT10. Okay. There we go. Hey, it's starting to look like a real spaceship. Or a real rocket, I should say. Unlike liquid fuel, where you can adjust the throttle during flight, once you light an SRB, it burns at a constant thrust until it's out of fuel. Thrust limiter to 50. Okay, so it's applied to both. So obviously I'm not gonna play this game for 20 episodes, but if I did and I was playing it every Sunday, like, I would not be able to keep up. It would take so many hours to really, and I know a lot of people are looking for that kind of experience, so it's fine. Nose cones can be found in the aerodynamics. Okay. How phallic. Add the winglets, which is this. Wait, ×4. Near the bottom of the lowest fuel tank at the lowest stage, so here. And near the bottom of the lowest fuel tank at the lowest stage. I don't understand. Oh, I see. Okay. So I think this is not gonna work because these are too low. Near the lowest fuel tank on the lowest stage. They mean these, right? So I don't understand. I don't understand why if I do this, it switches back to 2. I understand why if I do this, it doesn't give me symmetry. But if I do this, now it does. I get the feeling that I did not do this properly. Can I move these up? Can I click and move it up maybe? I have no idea what I did wrong. Near the bottom of the lowest fuel tank on the lowest... I mean, I already have these. I don't understand how... Is it like this? Is this what you want? I have no idea. It's not. Oh my god. Okay, let's just click the button where they give me the information. Oh no, wait. That button doesn't exist. Because it's much better to have a wall of text rather than a button that shows me where I'm supposed to place it, right? It is so difficult to understand. Is it this? Is this what they want? I have no idea. Hey! Welcome back and peace out, XML-ness. I don't know what they want. I have no idea. Leave. Don't save. I don't know. I don't know. They do not want to give me the information that I need to do this. They have built such a shitty UI. Okay. So it was this. So that is what they wanted. Well, it was... So, because of the way it's set up, this was not easy to do. And I had this, and then it refused me to press next. So, yeah. Okay. I'll place a target marker on the nav ball to show you the optimal velocity vector, but do note that this... Oh, so normally there wouldn't be... Okay, well, there's no way I would figure this out. There we go. Start pitching. All that flight marker. Sure. The flight marker is the pink one, right? I'm not sure. I don't know if it's the yellow one or the pink one. But I think I'm doing... I have no idea if I'm doing fine or not. Okay. Pink is target, yellow is actual, I believe. I don't think that's the case because the game really wants to lock into yellow. I don't understand why that was two phases. Okay. Great. Now the trajectory. If you hover over the passes, you'll be able to see the estimated highest altitude. You can right-click on that marker to pin it so that it remains visible. I don't know if that worked. Once the hypothesis reaches 80 kilometers. Okay. This is such a weird game. This is such a weird game. Yellow is actual. It'll draw your cursor to where you actually are. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. So, I can go on the map and I can do this. Maybe. And I can... I am not doing this properly. Oh, I put this. Okay, yeah. And then I can have the basic information here. But if I go back to the other mode, I don't have that information, which is weird. And that was really fast. It immediately cut everything. Now we'll coast till we clear the atmosphere at 70 kilometers altitude. You may notice your speed dropping a little as we coast. I kind of wish I was not locked into this. Like if I could drag and look around and anything at all. I don't know why they force me to have this in the middle right here. It's such an interesting game. It has such cool mechanics. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Press next when you're ready. We're almost there. Also, when you pause the game, it cuts the music. So you have a little bit of music, but because then it's scary, the music gets cut off and never starts playing when you unpause. As yeah, we're almost there for now. All we need is to accelerate some more, and that's basically what an orbit is: falling and missing. Gravity will be pulling us towards the center of Corbin. Okay. So for now, I just do nothing, I guess. To all the devs out there, please, for the love of God, polish your games. Oh, the SAS? Okay, so I can just do... I can have one of the things? Okay. So I guess this targets me automatically, or something. Turn off SAS, adjust your heading, then turn it on. Yeah, I think you're right. Am I supposed to change my heading? No, I don't think so. Because that's not what they told me to do. I think I'm supposed to wait. Okay. I'll cut your engines with your completed burn. Okay, so roll up. I don't know why I was supposed to throttle at that moment. I have no idea why. I don't know what meter I was supposed to look at that told me that, or what numbers I was aiming for. Okay. Okay, so I think I can try to go back into orbit. I think. So, we're gonna try to do that. And I don't think it'll work, but we're gonna try to do that. And it's gonna be a disaster. This is not gonna work out. So we're moving away for now, so we're gonna try to up our throttle. There we go. Okay. So now, as far as I know, we're kind of supposed to... What is this? Okay, well, don't tell me then. What is this? This seems right. And it'll be the last thing that we do. The last thing we do is trying to land. Okay, we're still going up. Throttle. And we're almost out of liquid fuel. Because you were at the angle where that would cause your orbit to expand to the point. So, you know a lot about this game. You've clearly played a lot about this game. Like, what is your opinion? Do you feel like my criticisms about it being super difficult to understand? And I get that there's a lot of stuff. Like, this is a complex game. I totally understand that. Do you feel like my criticism about the way it's presented, like, it could be so much simpler to teach the player without removing any of the instruments? Because I get it. The goal is for the player to be able ultimately to accomplish all of these things by himself. Okay. How do you know how much time it took you to get there? Is this my current trajectory? That's not gonna work. I think using the icons in the text is a really good point. I think that's just preference. But, I mean, even empirically, don't you agree at the very least that if you have more stuff to read, it takes longer to accomplish a task? You're not, especially if the more stuff is not to teach you more. Like, the tutorial takes so long as it is. I really have no idea of what's going to happen here. I might die. I'm hoping not. Light. Well, probably light the. Oh well, I don't have lights on my vessel, so it's fine. Considering the fact that you skipped the tutorial, which, you know, that might be a preference as well, but if it's because you felt the tutorial was not providing you with the tools, I think that kind of shows that it might not be an efficient tutorial. Take my orbit. This. I mean, but it doesn't seem... That's not an accurate arc. That can't be. I'm falling way faster than this is doing. Yeah. Well, I often skip tutorials as well, but I don't think that this is the kind of game that is meant to be intuitive, because there's a lot of small parts working together, and you can figure it out over time, but it does take a moment to accomplish that. So okay, we're gonna finish our thrust here. Like, some things have mouse overs, these don't, however, which is a shame because I really would like to know what these markings mean. It's a lot of that sort of stuff. Can I don't think... Yeah, okay, this is going to be a problem. So, I'm not in the right angle for descent. And I think I should not have done that. I think I did that way too early. Okay. Or maybe it is supposed to do that. I lost the planet. What? The planet disappeared. Oh no, it's there. Okay. Why is the flames going that way? But I'm... Oh, I guess my velocity must be moving me still. Okay, so I'm about to land somewhere around here. So that's, I mean, that's acceptable. Aim for the pink. I mean, I'll try. There. I don't know if it'll do anything. Well, at least I'll land on land, because it's still bringing forward. So I'll land around here, I think. So I should be golden. And I am indeed very golden right now. My God. I feel like probably wasn't supposed to... I was supposed to start re-entry at an angle, and then this seems dire. My Kerbal seems quite excited. Yeah. Go EVA. Now's the time. Well, it's not so scary from the inside. I don't know how to exit. Oh no. Oh no. How exit? How do I exit? I pressed an on-screen button to get here. How do I see from the outside? I can move these things. I mean, it's cool that I can do this. Can I click up there? Exit. Exit. This is not missed. Don't teleport me to things. I swear. There is no exit button. Or if there is, I have no idea what it is because it doesn't work the same way as everything else in the game. Like, what is the exit button? Back quote. Oh, you can't. By the way, you can't escape out of this menu either. No, doesn't work. It's not mouse scroll. Camera mode, C. Okay. So far so good. I'm still alive. And that's a good thing. You know, we're kind of an advanced species enough to have spaceflight, but apparently we have not colonized anything on our planet. So I think that's pretty impressive. And the parachute should deploy on its own, right? At 2,000. Whoa! Deploy! What the hell? Why did... I moved the thing! Why didn't it... Fuck off! I moved the thing! I did the thing you told me to do! Oh, This is a dumb game. Like, it has so many cool things, and it shits all over the rest. It is... Oh, my God. But I was in the stage. It's not. It's automatically deployed once you reach a certain altitude if you're in the proper stage, which I was. I was at stage 0. And if that's not how it is, then I did not understand a damn thing about the last 2 hours of the game, which is a fucking problem and shows how shitty the tutorial is. I'm done with this game. It's not a bad game. Yes, I do, because I'm dead. It's not a bad game. It's just, it's frustrating because you can kind of see the moment where the game became popular and people just went, oh, it's popular. We don't need to put any effort anymore. And that sucks. I don't like that mentality. And I really, really, really feel it for this game because it does everything else super well. It does going into space. It does the thrust. Like it seems to have the science down. Like I can imagine actual engineers working on this game. It's absolutely brilliant. But this game needed a game designer to put everything together. and you can kind of feel the limits of that, and it sucks. It's infuriating that people didn't care. Kerbal Space Program. It's a 3-year-old game. At this point, I expect people know what this game is. I expect that most people own this game. So, a key was provided to me through Keymailer. Thank you guys very much. You've made a great game, except for the parts that are terribly shitty. So there you go. Go check it out. The link is in the description below. My name is Kevin Jagger. I'll talk to you guys next game. Peace out. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. You know the drill. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check out some games I've made, like Aerodynamic Core. Alright, until next time, peace out!